jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing.
Since Christmas is coming up, I thought it'd be a great idea to just kind of talk about Christmas movies. Now, it seems like most Christmas movies have kind of lost their special feeling, mainly because all new Christmas movies are generic slop, either talking about similar themes or having the same message, something to do with family or finding the true meaning of Christmas. They all just kind of have the same plot, same theme, and even have the same cover art. And yeah, sure, most Christmas movies do have a similar theme even back then, either learning the true meaning of Christmas or something to do with family, but something these movies have that is different than new movies is care and creativity. And these movies do actually make you feel something, or at the very least leave a lasting impression. Even the worst movies out of this genre are still rememberable.
It's just not fair.
Adam Sandler? What are you doing here?
Waiting for them to play Gangnam Style.
Now, I know I'm talking about old Christmas movies, and it's probably not the best idea to start up with the Adam Sandler movie. But hey, this has a lot of great things to it. Not a lot of people saw this movie, and for the people who did, a lot did hate it. And honestly, fair. But watching this movie as a kid really stuck with me. Sure, it wasn't the best and definitely wasn't the funniest, but it still had something that most Christmas movies don't have anymore, and that's effort. The animation for 2002 still holds up pretty good.
Well, I'm a snowmobile stealing, no chance to season feeling kind of guy.
And some of the songs either still hold up or is just funny to laugh with, especially because the songs in this movie have been getting more attention because of TikTok. And for the people who don't know, yes, that silly TikTok song did come from this movie. And now it's fair to say that it's just nostalgia talking, and this movie is still bad as ever. But honestly, go back and rewatch the movie and tell me it doesn't stand up better. Especially compared to movies nowadays. Now, this movie is not the best, and I'm not saying it's perfect. It's not even that good, but it's not as bad as everyone says. I can say that I'm glad I grew up with this rather than the slop that we got today, because at least they were trying something new, for the most part. You might like Adam Sandler, and you might hate Adam Sandler. If you're someone who enjoys Adam Sandler movies, then this is a movie for you, because he is majority of the film and majority of characters. I know that some people are going to say this is a Halloween movie, not a Christmas movie, blah, 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 blah. Well, shut up. It can be both. It has Santa, it has themes of family and keeping people close, so fuck you. Now, a lot of people already know this movie, and there's not much I can really say about it. I've watched it a dozen times, and it's a pretty solid film. But I do know someone who can talk about this.
Ew!
Oh, okay. Anyways, perfect timing. I was just talking about you.
Nightmare Before Christmas is such a classic Christmas and Halloween movie. I love everything about it. It's so creative, from the characters, settings. The fact that it's not just about one holiday is just so unique. My favorite character obviously has to be Zero. He's just too cute. Plus, him and Jack are a perfect duo. A ghost and a skeleton. It's so cool.
Yeah, this movie isn't a bad film. It has everything you could ever need or want from a Christmas movie. It just kind of sucks that some people are getting tired of this movie, just mainly because of how popular it is and how often it gets replayed, especially around Halloween and Christmas. But that's not the movie's fault. It's so good that people are getting tired of it, I guess. But it's still pretty solid to me. I like it a lot.
Fuck! The fuck! The fuck is in the air! The fuck! There's white shit everywhere! The fuck! I must be fucking baked and this shit's probably fake. The fucking hell did I just take? The fuck!
And you get the TV specials, and you get the postage stamps, and the billboards, and the beautiful adoring wife, and the army of toy-building yes-men. What do I get? A few runny noses and some dead citrus.
You know, Jack, it's no picnic being me.
So, out of all the movies, this one is the most generic and sloppy. It has generic themes and messages. It's really a precursor to what's to come. But hey, it's got an ice guy, and I really like Jack Frost in most stories. He is the main reason why I don't stick this movie into the forgettable Christmas movies, because at least the first movie was creative enough to kill Santa and have a guy slowly turn into him, which was really fun to watch. This one is kinda there, it has fun moments, and I still really like the idea of a normal dude becoming Santa. And what he does as him is pretty fascinating for the most part. But, you know, for the most part, this movie just has a few fun clips and a few creative movies. There's nothing that you couldn't really get from the generic slop on the Netflix Christmas list, but it's better than most. And that's the best you're gonna get, really. That's all you can really hope for nowadays.
I'm going for help.
I wouldn't do that. I really miss the old days of Christmas movies. They really were just perfect. Was that box always here?
Surprise! You got a gift worse than coal. Me. I'm like Santa, but I bring depression instead. Now let's talk about the general plot of pretty much all Christmas movies. They're all the same. Well, maybe they're not all the same, but they certainly all end the same. In every single movie, the main character learns the meaning of Christmas. And it would be fine if there was variation of how each movie ends, but about 90% of all Christmas movies end like this, and only about 20% of them implement this well. Like, take a personal favorite of mine, The Grinch. I'm sure we all know this not-so-jolly giant green asshole.
Frown, cry for me, scream in terror. What's the deal? You seem to like it. Nailed it!
In all three versions, he hates Christmas for the same reason. He thinks Christmas is all about presents and material possessions, and his heart is too small to feel love. So, he does a reverse Santa, and he steals all the presents. Then he's about to yeet the presents off the peak of Mount Crumpet. But before he dumps them, he hears everyone singing, he goes into a heart attack, and his heart goes 3 times bigger.
Nurse! Help me! I'm feeling...
And he learns the meaning of Christmas. In this case, he learns Christmas is about spending time with friends and family. Which is fine, I guess. But the aspect of the Grinch only learning the meaning of Christmas with everyone singing makes no sense. Here's another example from my family's favorite Christmas movie, Polar Express. Our main protagonist is unsure what he thinks about Christmas after hearing "End of the Magic." A magic train comes and f***ing somehow doesn't wake anyone up but him. He boards the train because some weird stranger with a creepy mustache and weird outfit tells him, "Yeah, come on, get on my train, kid. You're gonna see Santa if you get on. I promise nothing bad will happen to ya." Encouraging children to ride with strangers? How dare you try to endanger our children like that? That's for me to do. Anyways, he does all sorts of crazy to endanger his life, like climbing on top of the train, manning the f***ing train, detaching a caboose cart, climbing over extremely high suspended train tracks. This movie really endangers kids a lot. Seriously, how are these kids not f***ing dead yet? And how's our train not been derailed yet either? Anyways, near the end of the movie, all the kids get a chance to hear Santa's bells be attached to a slain reindeer and to see Santa himself. Only problem is that our main protagonist, this kid literally does not have a name, I have to call him the main protagonist, can't hear the bells or see Santa. And after he remembers,
but sometimes seeing is believing. And sometimes, the most real things in the world are the things we can't see.
He says he believes and he can now hear the bell and see Santa. And now he knows the spirit of Christmas by believing in Santa. But there's one small problem. And if anyone still believes in Santa, you may want to cover your ears for this. Santa doesn't fucking exist! How about another movie with Santa as an important character? Elf.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town! Santa!
Oh my god!
Personally, I think that this movie is absolutely fantastic. Every time I watch, I'm always able to laugh.
There's a horrible noise coming from the evil box underneath the window. It sounds like this.
But since I live with a family with 2 siblings whose ages combined don't even surpass the first digit, I have to watch Christmas movies enough for it to legally classify as torture. And so by December 7th, I'm already wanting to tear my ears off after watching so many Christmas movies. Elf is definitely one of them. And it follows the same ending as all the other movies. Buddy discovers he's a human, he meets his family, after running away, he goes to Central Park to help Santa. And the way to do that is literally with Christmas spirit. You can't get any more unoriginal than that. Seriously, everybody here sees Santa and doesn't give a f***. They don't have to believe in Santa to see him. They all couldn't care about him, but he's just there f***ing him out as if he thinks they all suddenly believe in him and care about him. And so, Bunny learns that the meaning of Christmas is...
Spread Christmas cheer for all to hear.
And again, spend time with his family. Now, how about some of us who don't have family or have cut contact with them for one reason or another? Well, that's not a worry, because in this movie, our character gives a giant middle finger to his family. I'm talking about A Christmas Story. Literally, the whole plot of this thing is about Ralphie wanting to get a BB gun. That's literally it. Instead of learning that the meaning of Christmas is family or some cheesy moral, he learns that the meaning of Christmas is all about presents.
There it is. The holy grail of Christmas gifts, the Red Ryder 200-shot range model air rifle.
Ralphie, what would you like for Christmas?
Horrified, I heard myself blurt it out.
I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200-shot range model air rifle. What I want for Christmas is a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time. Wow, that's great.
A Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock and this thing which tells time.
No. Shoot your eye out.
Oh no, it was the classic mother BB gun block. You'll shoot your eye out. Oh no. You'll shoot your eye out? My mother must have gotten to Miss Shields. There could be no other explanation.
You'll shoot your eye out! You'll shoot your eye out! No, I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200-shot range model air rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
I mean, at least he's being realistic. No one really cares about being with family. They all just care about getting free stuff from other people, while they themselves barely ever give someone else anything worthwhile. But what could be more valuable than being with family, peace on earth, and goodwill towards men? I'll tell you what's actually more valuable and worth something. Money. That's exactly what Scrooge had in A Christmas Carol. He was an old bastard with enough money to possibly buy and take over a social media platform and instill many stupid and nonsensical policies and rules until the app was so far rock bottom that it reached Earth's core and burned in hell. I'm not even there and I'm already getting angry. But as I was saying, Scrooge had so much money, and he had the potential to do so many great things for his community and the people around him. But, and as I'm sure a lot of people would do, he kept all that money to himself and made others miserable to keep getting more money. It's not until he gets visited by 3 spooky ghosts does he realize if he keeps being an asshole, he'll die. So he starts acting kind to everyone and starts helping out the poor. And so he learns the meaning of Christmas by being kind towards others and spreading joy and wealth among his fellow man. Now, this ending is only a tiny bit better than the other endings. Especially since he helps out little Larry, whatever the hell his name is. And being in a situation similar to he is right now, it's definitely nice to see. But this isn't about how wholesome and sweet it is. We're talking about how all these movies end the same. Now, I hear what you're saying. Jesus, fucking asshole Short's complaining a lot. Christmas movies are supposed to start and end happy. Is there any Christmas movie you do like? Well, yes, actually, there is. Because it doesn't end happy. Or start that way either. And what better Christmas movie that matches my channel theme of horror than Krampus? This is one, if not my favorite Christmas movie. I consider this one of the best horror and Christmas movies. The pacing is quite nice. The characters are very well written and acted. The plot is pretty well written as well. And all the kills are amazing and original. There is literally a part where 2 girls get eaten by a long, fleshy jacket box like it's a giant snake eating a mouse. And there's a kill that I personally find funny where a fat young kid finds a gingerbread man attached to a hook in a fireplace. It's the most obvious trap I've ever seen. Jigsaw would be rolling in his grave at the sight of it. But even still, the boy takes a bite out of the gingerbread man's head. Turns out the gingerbread man is live, and reasonably is pretty pissed off at having its cranium munched on. So it gets off the hook and wraps the hook around the fat greedy boy. And before any of his family can do anything, he's whisked up the chimney like it's an execution from the game last year. I honestly think that is the only Christmas movie with a unique ending. Seriously, why do all Christmas movies have to end the same? It really doesn't take much effort to put an original and unique ending for your crappy once-a-year new movie about a genre that's already overdone!
What type of cheap knockoff are you? Fuck off, this is my video. Anyways, I hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, make sure to subscribe. And oh god, I know this video is late as hell. Things happen.